So today I wanted to show y'all just a simple dehydration recipe for apple chips. Now I love these because these are 3 ingredients: apple, lemon, and cinnamon. We cut them super thin and put them in the dehydrator for about 12 hours, and we get these perfect looking little chips. Now these are a great alternative to store-bought chips of any sort because they're still thin, they still have that crunch, but they're so much healthier for you. And I have this big old bag we ate, and I don't feel bad about it because you're just binging on apple slices. You're not binging on chips, you're not binging on something that's 160 calories a bag. This is, I don't know, probably like 3 apples. Nothing wrong with, well, I mean, maybe something wrong with having 3 apples, but better than a bag of chips. And they're crunchy. These are also customizable. So for this batch, I just put lemon and cinnamon on it, but people make the spiced apple chips, so you'd have cinnamon, vanilla extract, nutmeg, all that different stuff, so you can make it seasonal if you like, or you can add some, you know, just lemon and just have it as a chip. Either way, it's so good. So you can use any apple that you would like. I've used Fuji apples, I've used the Pink Lady apples. Today we've got ambrosia apples, so that's what I'm going to use. It really does not matter. The chip tastes the same. It's not like when you eat a raw apple and you're like, oh, it's different sweetness or it's more sour. All the chips pretty much taste the same, at least from what I've had so far. So just whatever you have laying around. And the main tool that I'm going to use for this, other than the dehydrator obviously, is going to be this mandolin cutter. This has become so useful in my kitchen. Before I made apple chips with the mandolin cutter, I just cut it with a knife and they were thick. I tried to cut them so thin and they still turned out thick, and they were not very good. They weren't crunchy, they were kind of like, they were dry, but they weren't like actual chips. So those have become used for their scent instead of for chips. So this is important to have unless you are able to do the very, very tedious task of cutting them super, super thin. So first we're going to wash our apples. These do have wax on them, and it is super important to wash them because when they get put in the dehydrator, that wax will concentrate as it dries out, and it'll taste weird, it'll color it, and it's probably not very good for us either. Alright, so we did 3 apples. We've got the container full. They're all really thinly sliced. So good. So now we're going to take and roll a lemon out. And cut that open. This. Give a good squirt all over it. And we're going to want to do that with both sides of the lemon, just because we don't want our apples to brown, especially when they go in the dehydrator, because then it just makes for gross looking apple chips. So I'm going to give this a good mix, and then we'll take it out to the greenhouse where the dehydrator is at. So now we're going to take these and stick them on here without touching. So 3 apples was enough for 4 trays. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 and put cinnamon on them. So here's tray 1. There's tray 2.
Bad one sink.
We got 2 with cinnamon and 2 without. And then these are going to go in at about 165 for 6 to 12 hours. So here we are back. We have just under an hour left. They're pretty much done, but we want to make sure that they're extra dry so that they have good storage life. So it is nighttime. We are back in the greenhouse, and our apple chips are done. Oh my god! Yum! So Here we have them. They're cooled off. So we have the apple chips. They're cooled off. They're crunchy. They're so good.
I dropped one.
No. Now we've got 2 bags of apple chips. One unseasoned with cinnamon and one with cinnamon. Although this one's already mostly eaten.
It's so good.
That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. Leave any comments you have down below.
Bye.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know and I will answer them as fast as I can. Happy gardening.
Bye.